store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So much for coming out throwing, as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Off of play action, it's Watson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here, as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now it's Fields. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Fields changing the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb taken down at the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 at a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some of the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. First, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Browns nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin this drive with Chubb, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got an open man. It's David Njoku, the tight end. He is out of bounds right around the 34. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to
To throw is Watson. He's going to look deep for Moore. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Down, he's coming.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
They throw, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Watson off play action. And that is taken in by Njoku. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game. The coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
He'll take it at the 42. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
And now Watson throws another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there hauled in by Claypool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On 1st down, Fields. That'll be caught by Foreman. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Watson now going to run the option right. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now Watson going to get this into the hands of Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Over the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
A 46-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Foreman. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. First down now, but the clock continues to move. So give to Foreman now on the option. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Foreman powering ahead. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot before the break. Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They run it on first with Foreman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. It's Fields sliding out of the pocket. There's a short throw, and the ball is knocked out. One of the linebackers has got it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Fields. His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the handoff, here's Foreman. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now it's Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, it's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They're set.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to them.
He's got a man, complete. And Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Fields going to move him around. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And Chubb will try the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and run the option. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now they're in the hurry up. Chubb will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he's going to go down again. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 2nd down, here's Foreman.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Watson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Going on the ground with Homer. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Here we go.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To throw is Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hand off, running left, Foreman.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Throwing now, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And got his man, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.